how should boys be trained to look up to women as mothers
And protect them.
and protect them and respect them. Well, it's just the training, what we can give as parents and as teachers. Training is a very important part of how we train our children to respect all living entities, basically. And we should, and this training, the spiritual training, this character training, when we give this Krishna consciousness from day one, then naturally this is going to be the obvious result is when we teach our children that everybody is a spirit soul and the body is simply a covering. So one should not discriminate, one should not disrespect anyone based on their gender. It should be a natural result of our training for our children. And naturally this total training of a complete training of good sadhana, practical devotional service, and this compassion, building of compassion, and giving Krishna to others will naturally generate respect, for everyone, for women, and how in the home, the relationship between husband and wife is. The children take a lot of that, In other words, if within the home, the atmosphere is based on mutual respect, the husband treating the wife with respect and vice versa, naturally this is the very big influence for the child. Our personal example to our children, is very nice. Is do that, and so that's very important that we show that it's not like we can live a picture perfect life. We have, this is the material world, and there's going to be issues and problems that come up, but there's nothing wrong with those. It's the process of learning and understanding, but at the same time, the parents should be willing to be openly talk to the children. If there is something which is very unpalatable that happens, then one should be very frank and open with the children, and be able to point out to them that this is something, which is wrong, and which was not correct. I used to do that with my children when you would sit down and read Bhagavatam, and if I felt like there was something I acted improperly, with family members or anything with my husband, or then I would actually sit down and discuss with them, and actually be able to share with them very openly that why this was wrong. So in other words, having a very good open communication on this matter with our children. How basically we have to teach our children how women should be treated with great respect, because they should be seen as mothers, and for the purpose of nurturing. It's a very and that's a very important role, for women to see as women. And again, the scriptures, the shastras are so actually they teach you all the morality, not just basic mundane morality, but very high transcendental principles of how we should treat women. It's all in the shastras. We have so many wonderful examples. So if you're reading these shastras, especially Srimad Bhagavatam with our children, I remember reading these stories with my children, stories of these great women, personalities, Kunti Devi, Queen Kunti, her example was just so amazing. This combination of, her great position as a great devotee and as a mother, So, mother of the five Pandavas, both of those things were there, so well explained. So again, personal example of our own life in front of children, how we deal with each other is important, and also, the position of women is so well explained in our books, in Prabhupada's books, that by reading those books and those stories, the children, the boys learn, as well as the girls learn, how to deal with these issues.